Hello everybody, I am Richert and today I'm back with a brand new video. Today we're looking at another B&M character options set which has been released this year. I think personally, just to let you know, this will be the last one I'm covering on the channel because I'm saving up to go to uni, I'm putting some money aside, and I don't want to be spending it all on all these figure sets. I do appreciate a lot of you want reviews on them, but there are channels, Captain Jimmy Pie, Batman March for example, who have done reviews on all of these if you want to see them in gorgeous detail, and done a lot better than I do. They are much better figure reviewers and people talking about figures than I am, so, you know, I'm going to try my best and I'm going to talk about it. I did kindly get sent the Caves of Androzani set by Character Options themselves. Big shout out to them for that. But I have got the Shadow box set which I've already reviewed, and I'm now looking at this, but I don't think I'm going to be picking any more up. If I do, it's unlikely that I'll be reviewing them because by that point, you know, everyone will have seen them. So this is just to kind of advertise, here's the new set, do I think it's worth getting for the price, and you know, what's in it, what's the quality like. So this is the first of 3 Big Finish sets. I never thought we'd ever get figures from Big Finish, but you know, Character Options do surprise us occasionally with new variants and all that sort of thing. Now, this is apparently from the Gallifrey 6 set. Now, I haven't I haven't listened to too much Big Finish. I've listened to a fair chunk of it, you know, like a few here and there, but there's so much to keep up with that, yeah, I didn't get round to this story, especially in time for the review, but at all. So, apologies for that. And I do think that the Doctor figure is moderately inaccurate to what it's meant to be, but we'll talk about that when we get to it. We're going to talk about the box first. Tells you what it is. 7th Doctor and Axis Strike Squad Dalek from Gallifrey 6. Got the Big Finish and Character Options logo down there, as well as the 7th Doctor's gorgeous little face down the side of that, which I really like. Doctor Who logo at the top. Yeah, nice little addition having the stripe there with the Doctor's face on. Nothing too much, nothing over the top. We've got the Big Finish box set sort of cover on the side there, which is really nice, and then pictures of the figures there. You got a brief rundown of what's happening in the story. I'm going to try and hold it up to the camera, but again, as per usual, you might not actually be able to read it. If you can, have a pause. If not, don't bother. It tells you where you can go and get it on bigfinish.com. You can go and check it out. It tells you more gobbledygook about it, and there's a few legal things on the bottom. But I think we should just get into the set, so that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the figures. We're going to talk about the 7th Doctor figure first, because I think that's probably the most interesting one. So, a lot of people with clearly not very much to do and are very easily bored have been up in arms about this figure, because apparently they're going, well, they're saying it's the TV movie one, but it's not accurate to the TV movie, because in the TV movie, the 7th Doctor did not have a gold chain, a red scarf, a red hanky, or those colour of tartan pants. And that is some people's biggest issue and in life at the moment. And you know, fair enough, you're right, you know. But the thing is, I've looked at the box. It doesn't say 7th Doctor from the TV movie. Al Juar on his reveal video said it's a TV movie style version of the 7th Doctor. But it's not a definitive. It's not being marketed as a TV movie 7th Doctor figure. This is marketed as a Big Finish version of the 7th Doctor, which, in my mind, takes inspiration from 7th Doctor from the show, 7th Doctor from the TV movie. I think that does a fantastic job at that, creating a sort of in-between look. There is a reason for that, because obviously they're not going to make a new mould for a B&M set. That's a given. I don't know why people think that they're going to do that. They did it with the TARDIS lamp, and they made a Harry Sullivan figure for the first time. They're not going to use their resources in making new moulds just to make an accurate TV movie version of the 7th Doctor. Why would they? I totally understand that, and people complain because this isn't 100% accurate. You can see by putting the other figure, and this is the one from the 11th Doctor's set, side by side, that it genuinely is exactly the same mould with a bit of a different paint job. But you know what, considering this is marketed as a Big Finish figure, not a TV movie figure, I think it's a great little job. It takes inspiration mainly from the TV movie set, but gives it a little bit of classic 7th Doctor look to it. You've got the hanky, you've got the scarf, you've got the golden chain, you've also got the jumper as well, in the same colour, because in the TV movie he has a red waistcoat, not a red jumper. But it's a nice little inclusion. I actually really like it, and I have genuinely no complaints. Yeah? Like, you know, the B&M figures are always a little bit cheaper and don't feel as well made, and this actually feels really well made. This feels like an official figure release. I actually love this to bits. Not only that, but putting the 11 Doctors set and the B&M version side by side, I would actually argue that the B&M one looks more like Sylvester McCoy than the original does. Mainly because of the slightly bigger eyes and they're not as like beady. It's a bit weird on the original one. That also being said, the B&M set has actually been given a bit of a grey wash on the hair, which is actually gorgeous. I love that. Makes him look a little bit older. And accurately enough, it is a big finished version of the 7th Doctor, in between the TV and the TV movie. I love that. I think it works really well, and I think it's a gorgeous looking figure, and it's probably my favourite 7th Doctor figure, and this is absolutely going to be the one on my display with the 7th Doctor TARDIS. I absolutely love it, and if you disagree with me, that's fine. But you're wrong. I'm joking. Right, let's talk about the Dalek, as they would say. Okay, so this is a Time War Dalek. That's all it is. There are two versions of a Time War Dalek released back in the new series era stuff. There was one which was horrible, which I've got over here. And you can probably see the key differences between the two. One is chunkier and has like a massive exterminator gun and just looks totally inaccurate. And then they released a newer one towards Series 3, Series 4 with a smaller exterminator gun and a little bit more accuracy on the whole model itself. This Dalek is, I'm probably going to say it, my favourite Dalek figure. It's gorgeous. I've always been a fan of the Time War Emperor's Guards variant with the with the black dome on the top, and the rest were just the same. Now this obviously has black domes as well, but that being said, it is the closest I'm probably going to get to one of my favourite versions of the Time War Daleks on screen in figure form. Considering again it's B&M and you expect them to have a sort of cheaper mould and a cheaper feel to it, it feels like a proper solid figure, more so than the flimsy piece of crap I've got here from back in 2006. I genuinely love this. I don't know if it's accurate to the Big Finish set, never listened to it, and I've not really seen the promo art too much, because you can always argue that some of them are going to be more accurate than others. But this set really caught my eye in particular, because of the Dalek, because of the TV movie Doctor. I'm calling it the TV movie Doctor, sod off. But yeah, the Dalek is a fantastic addition. It looks gorgeous. It's got like not even scuff marks, it's just got some painting on it that makes it doesn't make it look brand new. The older ones, again, they look too shiny and plasticky and newy. This new Dalek looks like an actual Dalek from the show. If I did some proper photography with this and like proper lighting and all that sort of thing, and did a bit of Photoshop tweakery with it, you could probably believe this was a real Dalek from the show with a few Photoshop tweaks. But people who are doing figure adventures and stuff, this is a fab Dalek, and I would absolutely go out your way to get this one. Yeah, I think that's all I really want to say. It's your standard Time War Dalek with a bit of a repaint, a few more scuff marks, and yeah, it's just gorgeous. That being said, the price. I really didn't want to complain about this set because this is actually a really, really nice set. The people who behind it have put like 110% into this set, and you can tell this is absolutely gorgeous. They've taken a few liberties to try and create somewhat of a new variant of the 7th Doctor and a new Dalek, but they did a fab job. I'm so glad I picked this up. My only issue with it, right, so the pricing will be an M sets. This is a new kind of set, the Dalek and Doctor sets, totally appreciate that. But, as someone who's saving up to go to uni and trying not to spend too much money on Doctor Who figures, it does strike me, and I do take note of these things. The Doctor and the TARDIS sets. Caves of Androzani Doctor, for example, and the Caves of Androzani TARDIS. They are $19.99. One Doctor figure, one big TARDIS figure. TARDIS toy thing figure that has opening doors and looks great on display. The 3 figure sets, which I haven't really got a great... Actually, I have got a great example. I've got the 12th Doctor one here. The 12th Doctor set with Missy, 12 and Bill. I'm not going to get them all to stand up properly. That's $16.99, yeah? 3 figures, $16.99, that's a great price. 20 quid for a TARDIS and a Doctor, I feel that's a great price. $19.99 for a Doctor and a Dalek just feels, I don't know, wrong. Because both of them are Doctor figures, right? I know this is a bit more unique, and I know it's a big finish one, and that's a little bit more exciting. Totally get that. But that's like saying those two cost exactly the same to make. And you would not convince me of that any day of the week. There's no way that the Dalek cost, the same amount of production to make as a TARDIS box, because the TARDIS box is much bigger, It's got much more paint work and much more modelling work went into it than just a Dalek repaint. and I do love it, and I've praised this set enough, but I think this set would work more appropriately at the same price as the 3-figure set. You're getting one less sort of humanoid figure. So you're getting 2 less humanoid figures. So you got the Doctor, and instead of the 2 humanoid figures, you're getting a Dalek. $16.99 would have worked really well for a set like this, in my opinion. But maybe that's just me focusing too much on that. I personally thought $19.99 is probably a bit steep for a Dalek and a Doctor, but either way, even at that price, I'd get it. I maybe wouldn't get the War Doctor one, I maybe would consider about the Paul McGann one. But this one, I think, by the looks of it, so far, from what I've seen, this is my favourite Dalek set, and there is an absolute reason this one was the one I picked up. I was originally going to go and get the McGann one, but I saw this and I was like, I cannot not get that, that is gorgeous. So yeah, do be warned if you're going to go and get this. It might be a little bit pricier than you're expecting, at least it was for me. I was expecting, because there was no price tags on it in the shop, the B&M that I went into, so I had to kind of take a guess, and I thought, well, an absolute maximum will be 20 quid, and it was, so that surprised me. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I'm going to stop talking about money. This is a gorgeous set and I'd absolutely recommend it. For those who haven't got a figure of the 7th Doctor, or for those who have got a figure of the 7th Doctor and are fans of the TV movie, are fans of Big Finish, you'll love this. I think this is a fantastic version of the 7th Doctor, probably my favourite version yet, even though like it's not an iconic costume that he wears. I prefer it as a variant to the sort of darker or the lighter tops of the actual ones like we got from years ago. I actually really like this. I love the grey wash. I just love Sylvester McCoy looking a little bit older, a little bit, you know, it is what could have been if the show was not taken off air back in late 80s. And I love the Dalek as well. Fantastic addition to the collection, and I'm really, really happy with that Dalek. That's absolutely going on display, as will that. There's a few of these sets that I've got in the past that certain figures and certain things will not go on display because I don't really like them as much as the other ones. But these, both of them will be on display, and I'm very, very happy about that. Anyway, that's pretty much it from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment below for any more suggestions in the future, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to support the channel and myself and whatever on Patreon, you absolutely can. $1 a month, you get early access content, credit in the Discord server, credit in the description below. There's loads of other things, but you can go and check that out. The link to that is in the description, so go check that out, have a look. Maybe consider it. Totally optional though. We've also got a Discord server if you want to join the conversation, and that's pretty much that. I'll see you all next time. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.